there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and it's New Comic Book Day, or at least New Comic Book Day for me, anyway. Got my comics here. That looks like a lot, right? It says 25. I mean, it is 25, but it's not really 25 because Discount Comic Book Service sends you free comics from the Free Comic Book Day thing too. When you order for the month that they're ordering, you get a pick. I don't know, 5, 7, something like that. Comics. So some of those are that, and I don't even know that I'll even talk about those or whatnot. They're not anything I'm going to be in any kind of a hurry to read. You know, I'll get to them whenever I get to them, kind of a thing. So I'm not, not really care one way or the other as far as that goes. So we will jump into the comics here and see if I can. Let's see if I can separate the Free Comic Book Day stuff from the interesting. Digging out the Free Comic Book Day stuff here real quick. And it looks like I got I'll have to check my order. I do. Somehow I end up with 2 of one book. So don't know about that. At any rate, find a place off here to put those. Let's talk the rest of my comics. First up, the final book 3 of Scott Snyder, Jeff Lemire's AD After Death. Curious to see where this story goes. It was interesting so far. I don't know that I'm like totally blown away. I like this kind of odd format. I love the texture of the cover and that sort of thing. I really wish I had bags that fit for these. I don't. I guess magazine size bags. I'll have to remedy that at some point. So curious to see how this all ends, how this adventure and Strangeness End is our seemingly kind of main character. I kind of dived off this mountain into we don't know what. So see where that goes. Anyway, we also have The Fix. This is issue number 9. I really enjoy this book. It's a funny, it's just absurd and a lot of that kind of stuff, and I'm really enjoying it. I am kind of starting to have kind of mixed feelings, not about the book itself. Nick Spencer is not a pleasant fellow on the internet currently, so it is one of those titles where it's kind of trying to separate artists from the art, but there are other people on it besides Nick Spencer. Lieberman does great work on this. The other artists that are on the book, the other creators are on the book. I don't think I should shortchange them because I have some issues with currently Nick Spencer's behavior. So, Godshaper issue number 2. We'll see what this is like. Issue number 1 was okay in some ways. I mean, I enjoyed it. It had some kind of odd spots in it and stuff that I'm not 100% sure of. So I'm curious to see, how it all works together, because there are just lots and lots of elements in that first issue, and I don't know how they tie those all into a story that's 4 or 6 issues long, I believe. So not exactly sure on that. Grass Kings is issue number 3. Great cover there of the ravens picking over a carcass. I'm really enjoying this book. It's, we're starting to delve deep now into the clash between this little settlement with the Grass King there and the Grasslands. They've kind of created their own country within a country. The outside world is pushing in on that country, and what kind of fight isn't going to ensue, and we're going to explore some of the damaged characters that live in this supposed country all of itself. And that'll be interesting to see. Interesting story from Matt Kent and Tyler Jenkins on art, like his watercolors. So here we are with All-Star Batman, issue number 10, the first Ally, part 1. I believe this story has more to do with Pennyworth and his time at MI6. So I'll be curious to see about that, see what this all has in it. Hefty book. It's $5. I'm not too excited by that, even with a free digital code that I will not use. We'll see. This is coming to an end. It is not infinite, as Scott Snyder kind of originally suggested that it was. So we'll see whether or not I roll with it to the end or not. Bug. I'm really looking forward to this. So Bug, The Adventures of a Forager. This is another great, odd Jack Kirby creation. I'm very much looking forward to the Allred's interpretation of the Bug. And when I say Allred's, it literally has, of course, the famous Mike Allred and Laura Allred on art and colors. And maybe less famous, maybe everybody doesn't know, Lee Allred writes. And he is writing the book, so it's an all Allred affair. Very much excited to read this 6-issue miniseries, another young animals thing. Like I said, very excited to see where it goes and what kind of fun. I just expect it to be kind of a romp and a fun book. So very, very excited by that. More free comic books. On the side. Copperhead, issue number 13. Still really enjoying the story. Curious to see where it goes. She's supposedly quit being sheriff with Boo, being the mayor now, and she's just kind of really angry at everything. She's got an ex that's shown up that's kind of pressuring her in ways, and the serious ex, the husband that is the father of her child, is in the wind also, and he is basically considered extremely armed and extremely dangerous. So all those kind of things going together is going to make for an interesting story, I think. Tickle in my throat. Black Cloud. This is issue number 2. I really enjoyed issue number 1. Kind of opened up, gave us quite a lot of things to kind of think about, concepts of reality and dream and that sort of thing. Now we'll get to see exactly where that takes us, hopefully. Great Greg Hinkle art with Matt Wilson doing the colors on it. So very much looking forward to seeing exactly what the story is, what we really get into with it. So that book I'm not so excited about. I technically have, I didn't order it this last time around. I'm not feeling it. It's not working for me for whatever reason. Lots of reasons, I guess. This is America. And I do love this cover just because it's kind of a throwback. It's got the old X-Men on it there. It's probably actually officially an X-Men cover. Well, maybe not. No, I don't think it is. But at any rate, got the old school X-Men back there and they're grainy like an old comic. And then we got our current characters all fresh and brightly colored on it and stuff. I like the idea of America. I'm just not digging the execution, but I do love this old cover style. It's even got the line of heads like the old Marvel books there. So I don't know. Yeah. Book I'm very much looking forward to. Wonder Woman issue number 22. More of the God Watch stuff. Really curious to see what goes on in this. And Fernando and Fajardo Jr. on art. So I'm not sure what happened there. So that'll be a little bit of a change. Coloring looks kind of the same. People still have the kind of reddish noses and stuff. But Blisk Everly isn't doing the interior arts on it, which she normally would be. So I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know if that's part of the, she's inking her own stuff now, so she's not as quick, or exactly what transpired for that change of art. But I'm fairly sure I'm still going to quite enjoy it. Just quickly glancing at it, it looks good. I've been enjoying the Wonder Woman. A bit nervous as to what comes next for Wonder Woman after the Rutka run, but we'll see. Very much still enjoying that. Superwoman, issue number 10. This is Rediscovery, part 1. We'll see where this goes. Perkins is writing is writing now. So we'll see what a new writer is like on the book. I don't know if it's a permanent change or just a temporary arc. Will we get Jimenez back on the book or not? I liked Jimenez's story a lot. So we'll see what this is, what we get out of this. I don't know. It'll be curious to see, what's next for Superwoman, because currently she doesn't have any powers. She's depowered. She lost her powers. They faded away, kind of through her own use and through the Superman Reborn stuff. She kind of got depowered, so we'll see what happens from that. Another young animal book I am always excited about. Here we are with Shade the Changing Girl, issue number 8. Last stop there in the background. Always these crazy, fun animals on the covers along with it. Great Becky Cloonan covers. So yeah, I'm just very much excited to see what's next. We're moving into new territory with Shade the Changing Girl. Maybe less reaction, more action. We'll see where that all plays out to. So excited for that. Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue number 10. We're really playing on the old, Death of Robin stuff. We'll see where this goes. I'm surprisingly still enjoying it. No falling down by Lobdell. He hasn't made Artemis into something horrible yet or anything like that. So more of the Who is Artemis story. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing exactly what happens here. It is really weird seeing them emote Jason Todd's mask, though. I always think that's strange. I get they have to do that. They feel like they have to do that because otherwise it's just this blank thing. But to me, that's almost kind of the appeal of the Red Hood. Is it is a blank. There is nothing. You don't know. So, new book I'm very much excited for. This is Regression, issue number 1 by Cullen Bunn, Danny Luckerly, and Marie Enger. I know Cullen Bunn's the writer, and I know that Danny Lucker is the artist on the book. This is a new image book by Cullen Bunn. So very much. It's a horror. It's a body horror kind of book, I believe. I know it's horror for sure. So we'll see. We'll see exactly what it is. That's a ookie gookie cover with the bugs crawling around in their ear and whatnot. I'm not really into bugs. So should be fun. Should be fun. Looking forward to it. So here we are, the new Superman, issue number 11. Man, I tell you what, the variant cover for this issue, I saw it on Reed Stevens' channel. You should check out his channel. He's got the variant cover, and it is really cool. It's got our main character, and he is sitting down to like dinner, and he's sitting and he's surrounded by all the other Asian superheroes from the DC universe. It's like he's sitting next to Judo Master and just a bunch of great people. But yeah, I've really been enjoying New Superman. Been lots of fun. Kind of just been this kind of uplifting and abusing story. This is the beginning of the Zero Ultimatum. We'll see what that new story arc is like, but definitely a monthly book I really enjoy reading. Ms. Marvel, issue number 18. Looks like we're jumping back into more of the Bruno and Ms. Marvel and their relationship and where they're at now or not at now. We'll see where it goes. This book has lost a lot of wind with me ever since about the election issue. So we'll see where we go from here. I don't plan on really giving it up. I'm not as excited about it as it once was. And finally, this week of my regular books is Batman Detective Comics. This is 956. This is the end of the League of Shadows stuff, so I'm excited to see where that goes. Excuse me. I've really been enjoying the story. There's been some odd plot moments like last issue where everybody's all chained up and then suddenly and naked, and then suddenly they're unchained and dressed and ready to fight. And that part's kind of strange, but as a whole, I've been enjoying this. I'm enjoying this exploration of Cassandra Cain, and look forward to seeing how this all plays out with the League of Shadows, and then whatever's next, kind of thing. Okay, so quickly, I will go over my free comics if you're interested. If you're not, you can go ahead and turn it off at this point. There will be a comic book roundtable, of course. I'll have read most of my books, and we should be able to do some fun talking about this book's typical time, Saturday at 6:30 Pacific, truly probably closer to 6:45. We never seem to start at 6:30 anymore. But hey, about time. Anyway, new comics. I picked up the Wonder Woman. I wasn't sure. I asked for the Wonder Woman. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. because I hadn't seen like pictures of it to know 100% what we were getting for a comic. So I asked for it. I'm assuming it's a reprinting of the Rebirth Wonder Woman stuff. Fine, whatever. It's a free comic. I don't care. It's like, oh no, I lost the opportunity. I wish I would have gotten the Image, the Scotty Young Image free comic. Looked like it was pretty awesome. But anyway, so I got this, which is Colorful Monsters. This is a drawn quarterly presented book. So it has got all kinds of stuff in it. I mean, like, so here's some of our comics, much drawn quarterly. So you get a much different kind of of a comic, and illustrations and storytelling and all that stuff is pretty cool. Grumpy Things. So I'll be forward looking for this. For me, I always try to pick the weirdest stuff I can possibly look at, mostly for New Comic Book Day, just because it's not costing me anything. So I'm always curious to kind of branch out and see what else is out there as far as kind of odd, kooky-ish kind of things. Part of me thinks I should probably pick up the Drawn and Quarterly, because there's some pretty cool stuff in it. And if it's quarterly book, that's always kind of cool too. I like quarterly anthology type thing. So that's one of the three books I got. I picked up Kid Savage. This is a Image book. I have no idea. It's rated all ages. I have no idea what Kid Savage is about whatsoever. Like I said, I just kind of grabbed these at random. Joe Kelly is the writer on it. I wonder how old this was. Or this is a new thing that's going to be coming out. I kind of like Joe Kelly's writing. Don't know what I think of the art. Dang it. Tickle in my throat. I ate a peanut butter cookie and the peanuts tickle in my throat. I clearly have a marginal allergic reaction to it. So I don't know. Don't know what I think of Kid Savage. Of course, I picked up anything that's got this man's name on it. So check out some of that from the Inhumanoids. Way to Mature. So we'll read a little bit of that, see what that's got in it. For some reason, I end up with 2 issues of these. So if you're desperate for one and didn't get it, let me know. Guy Diesel's Hostage. Plus this has a preview of Poppies of Iraq. Bridget Falnicki's memoir about growing up in Iraq, as drawn by acclaimed cartoonist Louis Trondheim. So I have no idea. I think Hostage is about a reporter who is held hostage, I want to say in Afghanistan, but I do not know that for sure. This is a translation, I know that. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure. But it looked interesting, so I thought I would check it out. Curious about some of the kind of non-fiction comic books that are out there, and see what that is like. So I do not know. Just kind of looking this over. I do not know. So I'll be checking it out because I'm curious. Curious about it. It's pretty simple storytelling, so we'll see. Why I end up with 2, I have no idea. Of course, I got the Comic Defender free comic. This is World's Greatest Cartoonist. I have no idea. It's a good guy. It's a wonderful splattering of random stuff. So I always have a fun time kind of thumbing through this stuff just to see just all the different random things that are in the free comic book day things. And that is it. That is it for my comics. At any rate, so hopefully we'll talk with you on the weekend. What I missed, what are the number ones? I only got one. So clearly there must be some other stuff going on out there. What's out there that I missed? I'm sure I will go and watch Rez Reed's video because she will have picked up all the other number ones that I missed from the odd independent titles, I am sure. And with that plug, I'm out of here. I'm going to go read some comics and have a good weekend. And I'll see you next time.